remember my bed was along this wall here, and I had 2 wardrobes. So the wardrobe you see behind, there was 2 of those next to my bed. I'd been laying in bed, and I remember him coming in, and so he was walking this way, and he had a glass in his hand, and he said, who's that fucking, who are you texting? And I was like, no one, I'm not texting anyone. With that, he's got the glass, and I've just sat up, and he threw the glass across, like, to my wardrobe, and it still had the glass shades in it, and like literally was trying to get my head. It just missed my head. Then he hit the door so hard that one of the doors broke in half. I've got up, I've shouted at him, what you doing, what you doing? I've run out because my son was screaming. So I've come out here. I've gone in and my son was screaming there. So I was like, it's alright babe, it's alright. He's literally got me and he threw me across the floor, and I was literally on the floor and I was crying. I was laying on this floor. And this is exactly how his bedroom was as well at that time. It hasn't changed, it's a bit of a mess. And then my son was going, mummy, mummy, and then with that I'd called the police. And the police turned up about 45 minutes later, and my son got out of bed and obviously he got arrested. But he'd been up for 4 days. They kept him in the cell overnight. It's funny, kept him overnight, and there was me. They rang me and said, would you like to press charges? This is a domestic violence situation. We will arrest him even if you don't, but we'll just let him off with a caution. And I said, no, don't charge him. I think he's learnt his lesson. I think he's learnt his lesson. So he come back from there after being in there for sort of 12 hours or something silly. And he was sitting down, and he come in here. And I remember I was saying, oh babe, you alright? Are you alright? Like, because I felt sorry for him. So like, even though people did stuff to me, I felt sorry for them. And he sat there on a chair and he was crying, and I got up and I cuddled him, and he was like, I can't believe you've done this to me. And I was like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that. It's just everything reversed. It was like I always took the blame for my actions. And again, my son, that's a memory he's still got. He says to me, mummy, do you remember when Shane did that and the police come and he got arrested? He's 6 now, he's nearly 7. And he remembers that image. But then I weren't focusing on my son again. I was taking my relationship, because they were supporting us, they were supporting me. And then I just felt sorry for him.